Hello and welcome to Charter Local Edition Northwest. I'm Dana Cowley and today we're in Yakima. My guest is Yakima City Councilwoman Coffey. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate this.
My pleasure. It's so nice to see you again.
And today it is our pleasure to talk to you about your priority, the Council's priority, the Yakima Gang Initiative.
Well, it is my pleasure to have an opportunity to talk about it because, as you say, it is such a priority. And it is also something that is so close to my heart and others. We began this actually in the summer of 2009, and it wasn't a gang initiative at that time. It was something that was happening kind of simultaneously with Sonia Rodriguez. She was a councilwoman at that, in those days. I was also working with my late husband at that time, Ken Messer, and Mike Shepard and a few others as far as putting together a gang awareness campaign. So we really wanted to stress that. Sonia was working through the council. It came together because we decided it needed to go through the city. And then we, in the spring of 2010, took it to the city council. They adopted it and we went forward. We hired a nationally known expert in gang prevention and intervention and suppression, and we have been going strong since then.
What are some of the main things that you would tout as your accomplishments, say, over the last 3 years?
There have been many, but I think the biggest things, we did go out and do an assessment in the neighborhoods in Yakima. And the assessment was critical because we all think we know what gangs are. We think we know what causes it. We went out and actually did the hard and laborious work of finding out what it was. And to our surprise, we found out it wasn't what we perhaps thought. Then we went about the work of doing an action plan, and we are now into the final phases of implementing that action plan.
From your research, what surprised you the most? Because you've been so dedicated to Yakima for so many years.
Well, what surprised me the most was the age group that these young people are getting into gangs and where they're being recruited into gangs. Very young, much younger.
And very often the parents are gang members.
Oh, that's true. Now we're seeing that very, very definitely. The other thing is that we used to hear that it's because they want to be loved and to belong. What we saw was a completely cultural change in that there is unfortunately, a sense, some of them are just plain mean. And there is an anger that is coming out, and it's not this sense of wanting to belong that we used to believe.
What do you think is your next best step to make the changes you want to accomplish?
Our next best step is to continue to engage the other partners in our community. We are just busting at the seams at the YPAL, the Miller Youth community that we have partnered with. We had 600 participants there between the students and their parents this last June. Oh, I know, it is wonderful. They're doing so many good things. So we're anxious to look at trying to enlarge and engage more people.
Excellent, Kathy. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate you.
Pleasure.
And we wish you the best of luck with this effort.
Oh, yes. I think we're going to be able to do it with the support of the community.
And thank you for your service to Yakima, as always.
My pleasure.
I'm Dana Cowley. You're watching Charter Local Edition Northwest. Have a great day.